buses, but I think if we were able to put,
I think 5 would be correct. I mean, I'm ballparking that, but you're probably right. It is an alternative, but it still holds its problems that I would want to discuss with you. And one of those problems is definitely when you have students walking across the parking lot going to the roads that the rolling agenda is going to put in. I don't call them roads, paths. You know, there are dangers with large buses backing in, trying to get in. And the issue is they do come in there while you're in session. And when I say in session, yeah, school programs, the things that we have going on, those buildings are pretty much full till 4, 4:30 in the afternoon. So that would be an issue that I would be concerned with. That would be, you know, one of the things, the safety end of it would be something I'd want to look at hard before I would say that I thought that was a good site. But it is free of anything. It has been cleared. I mean, that land was all cleared before that building was built. I recall walking. You know, and five buses is very realistic. You could also, I mean, if you're getting that desperate on it, you know, there's some holes in the front. You could put a few buses. If you came up off of Melrose Avenue, up in between those maples near where the generator area is, you could probably put a few buses. But once again, it's a safety issue, and you are in an area where students are moving and passing, and it's the younger students.
and you're in an area where neighbors don't want to see, particularly along Melrose, neighbors don't want to see.
Part of the issue is security for the buses when no one's around, right? The wastewater treatment plant in the DPW barn. When you go in there, on the right and the left, when there's just drainage areas, near the salt barn, there's some spaces. I mean, just it makes sense that they could be in there amongst the barbed wire and all that stuff. And when the plows come out, it would be plowed right away. But, and you know, I know it'd be a thing of looking at them from Potter's Cove and blah, blah, but it just depends. I mean,
I went and looked at that area. There's not a lot of space there.
there's not enough, it looks like.
The road's narrow. It really would be a poor solution. And I did look at the area thinking maybe 3, 4, 5 buses. It would be very difficult for the drivers.
It would have to be, the topography would have to be changed a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I understand the surface isn't right, but no, definitely not. You've already,
You'd have to move the fences and things. I don't know where the property lines lie with that
Oh, it would look
or any of that stuff. I mean, I'm talking about just what I can see that's inside the fences now, and that was a spot that I didn't feel was appropriate for them.
really?
Just, I'm talking about the new DPW area.
I'm talking about all the way down to the waste treatment plant to
No, I know what you mean. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That area, yeah. I thought you were also talking about the water treatment plant.
Yeah, I think we were getting a lot of pushback, obviously, with the barn discussion at Taylor Point, adding in substantial large buses.
Oh, it make them berserk right now.
Would make them berserk.
Let's take another 10 years.
Evergreens.
Than the increase in cost.
Clearly, this is what, this is clearly, you know, an issue that is a town-wide issue. We need to get our kids to school, and we need to get our kids to North Kingstown, and we need to get our kids to various special education and private school. That's all mandated for us. Right now, we're anticipating that we're going out to bid. We will ask for, you know, a proposal with if the buses are on the island, if they are not on the island. I'm anticipating in the first year a difference of $30,000 to $35,000 if we have to park them off the island, rising thereafter. Because it's not only the cost of parking them somewhere else, it's the extra gas, going back over the bridge somewhere else to park. So, I mean, in a year that we're looking to hold the line, if I have to pay $30,000 to $35,000 because we can't come up with a place on the island to park the buses, then to me, that's half a teacher, or that's you know, the whole textbook program, or I'm going to have to cut something that definitely impacts kids because we can't find a place to park. So, I mean, this is really a critical issue for us, and we're really hopeful that, you know, maybe we have to rethink some land uses that that are planned, or maybe we need to What if the town were to take the old town hall off the market and decide to use it in another way so that we continue to own that parking lot?
Well, the town would have to pay the water users $400,000. Because that's the return to the water users that is anticipated in order to pay down debt.
Town doesn't own that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, okay.
It was bought, it was part of.
You can rent it from the water and sewer department if you want.
I mean, realistically, this is an area where if you say, have you thought of, so let's look out of the box and collectively come up with somewhere on this island we can park up to 10 buses.
Newport Bridge.
Transfer station.